Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be trying something new in the form of a story-based video. I'll be telling the story of my experience and the Mortise Guards experience through the march to CyberStan. A lot of things happened. We did cool things for the Discord of the Mortise Guard. We did live streams showing off how we did on each planet. It was an overall fun and crazy experience. Thanks you guys for watching and supporting on that side of things. But going back to what the story's going to be, I'll be talking about how my experience was on each planet, what things happened in the actual Discord of the Mortise Guard, and also asking personal, like going through miniature interviews with members, asking about them, like how they felt with the overall operation of getting to CyberStan. So if you guys are interested, show support, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and comment on what other games or maybe stories I should do. Now, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and as a reminder, a lot of this footage was captured from my Twitch, so if you want to go check out the streams, catch us live, and I hope to see you there. Bye bye. Gulliver, one of the first planets we actually fought on for the march to Cyberstan. Compared to the planets later in the operation, it was one of the easiest planets we fought on because we had all these cool new gadgets. I didn't expect them to actually give us a hammer with an impact explosive. But hey, seeing how it can destroy structures, heavy enemies, and it was just overall a good melee weapon once it ran out of explosives, I found it to be a very enjoyable weapon. Especially when you bring it with the war pack that allows you to just zoom around and hit enemies before they even realize. Boom. But that was only the beginning of the full operation. Lachette was one of your more standard missions. It was actually one of the first planets we found some form of resistance against the march towards Cyberstan. But another one of the new gadgets that High Command has gifted us, or allowed us to use now, was bringing back the Bastion tank destroyer from the First Galactic War. It was a lot of fun. A lot of members just learning how to drive these things and actually work as a team. But they made the first battle for Lachette a lot easier. Sadly, I can't say the same when it comes to the second part, for the defense of Lachette. But you'll see that when it comes up. It was by Quart Bay when we actually realized we only have so many lives. During the first battle for Lachette, we lost 20 million divers out of the 200 mil we had. But Quart Bay would not be easier. We actually had the Jet Brigade. And for some reason, every operation had one rapid acquisition mission, meaning you have to steal platinum. The good thing is, being a member of the Mortise Guard, I was used to, quote-unquote, stealing stuff or seizing things. So I spent a lot of my time showing new divers how to do it correctly, making piles, or moving them in large groups, and then putting them into the machine. Makes the mission so much faster, especially when the Jet Brigade are constantly trying to slam you into the ground. Oh, but you'd be surprised just how many divers didn't understand how that mission works. Luckily, me and members of the Mortise Guard were there to help, so the planet was taken quite easily. We had finally made to Aurora Bay, aka one of the planets we had to liberate to complete the first stage to the operation and to begin the next stage. Only thing we did not know is that they gave us the option to, every time we captured a planet, to raise the planet to prevent the automatons from heading back and trying to cut us off. If only we knew that sooner. The second Battle of Lachette. What I would personally believe as one of the more brutal defensive operations I have done in a while. The automatons, realizing that we have decided not to raise the planet Lachette, sent a counter-offensive in attempts to cut off the march to Cyberstan. in the form of an unbelievably large Hulk surge. During defense missions, there were hundreds of them. During standard missions, you would find 50. They would move in groups. They truly wanted this planet back. But, united, we pushed the automaton Hulk surge out of Lachey's system, giving us another chance to strike at Aurora Bay. This was our second attempt to liberate Aurora Bay. But something's changed after the chaos and multiple casualties on Lachey. We had heard that there is a glitch going on, allowing divers to bring multiple of the same bombardment or stratagem. So there were many divers bringing multiple 380s, multiple levelers, multiple lasers, which after the chaos of the second battle of Lachey with all those Hulks, this felt like a morale boost, the ability to rain iron upon our enemies. And we took full advantage of that. But even though we had all of this capability, we'd find ourselves being forced off of Aurora Bay for a second time to help with the defense of Conch Bay. Eventually, we found ourselves on the planet Merrick, the second planet we could capture to complete the first stage of the operation. After shamefully being forced off Aurora for the second time, instead of helping with the defense of Joint Bay, we decided to take the fight to the automatons on Merrick, which a lot of members of the community kept calling it Malevolent Creek at home, due to the fact that the planet, the atmosphere, even the overgrowth of the plant life were exactly the same. The only difference is that we had the Incendiary Corp, the Jet Brigade, and just an unusual amount of heavy enemies. So much so that at some points the game started to lag from the amount of explosions, enemies, and kills. It was absolutely crazy. But we had managed to capture Merrick, leaving us open to finally assault CyberStan. After we had successfully liberated the planet of Merrick, me and the Mortise Guard decided to push even further to Mergov 4. See if we could take the planet right next to CyberStan from the automatons. Show them that we were not playing. And it was an absolute fun show. After successfully capturing Merrick, the fear of not completing the objective was gone. CyberStan, the homeworld of the automatons. We had finally arrived, only to discover the truth of the planet. The cyborgs have returned from the grave, and they came ready to defend CyberStan. The cyborgs have built 8 megafactories all over the planet, fueling their war machine. One machine built from these factories is called the Vox engine, a weapon piloted by a cyborg, armed to the teeth and built to withstand all forms of heavy damage. It caused us a lot of trouble. But the cyborgs were so desperate to defend their homeworld, they deployed hundreds of them across every mega factory. That was one of the reasons why we were only able to destroy 4 out of the 8 mega factories on CyberStan. But at the end, we were forced to a tactical withdrawal, ending the battle for CyberStan as a defeat. After the battle for CyberStan was lost, the DSS was deployed to raise all planets captured during the march to CyberStan. Even after the loss, the war goes on. We will return, and we will fight till CyberStan is under Super Earth control once again. And that's the story of my experience during the march to CyberStan. Thanks to all the members of the Mortise Guard who helped with the interviews and getting funny clips during the streams. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Catch you guys next time. And please, watch us live, like and subscribe, and check us out next time.